2016 Hyundai Tucson. Windows kept coming down, and I think everybody knows that the old one stripped the gears, and the new one's got brand new gears. So now what we're going to do is the cables will be coming up from the top. You gotta make sure that's the cable you got, and then the other cable coming from the bottom. And I got the one cable off on the top pulley, as you'll see in a minute. But so I'm going to put this on, and all I'm going to do is you roll it. You follow the grooves. You just follow the grooves around. You can't screw it up. Believe me, you can't screw it up. And after you get that side wrapped, you'll see this little slot. And that part down there goes in it. And you wrap it in the direction you'll see as it comes. Alright, once you got it so that the one wire cables, I should say, going one way and the other cables going the other way are full, and all you do is you slide it into that hole, and then it'll be loose up at the top, but I'll show you on the back side where the pulleys go. And just snap those back in place. I don't know if you can see the cables are still on. I'm going to show you the back side. You got the cables on the side of the pulley, and then you'll see this little notch right there. That cable goes inside there. It's the guide, and then it comes up to that pulley. So I got to get it around that pulley. So I'm going to pull the top part, this one right here. As you see, it's at the top of that window compartment. They'll grab onto the window later. And I'm going to bring it up and put it on that pulley. Now the bottom side, you see the cable's already on there. And if you'll see, it goes through that groove, that guide. It's a guide. So then when I get done, I'll have to move this thing up and down after I take that screwdriver off, because I'm going to have to give it a little play. Now, a lot of times is you actually have to take a pair of needle nose and you put it in that groove right there. Any groove really, but put it in that groove. And then you take the cable and you slowly, with the needle nose, turn it around till it pops into place. So once I put the cable in there, I can spin the thing around with my needle nose by putting it in that groove. You know, one of the grooves there, and then just keep spinning it around while the cable stays on, so it pops right into place. And the finished product. Just to let you know, I had to grind down this needle nose pliers so they fit into these grooves. Like so. As you get the cable on top, and you kind of, as you put the cable in, it goes into one of these grooves. so that cable will be on top of the needle nose. I'm doing this by myself, so it goes in the grooves. You get that one started, and as you turn, the thing goes in. A little hard, but little needle nose don't work. Not enough meat. Even this one was too narrow. You need a little beef. See the size of it? And in all honesty, this whole thing should be taken out and put on the floor. Too much play on this thing here to get any kind of, maybe if you had somebody push on it, the back of it. So I think the next time I would take that out, even though it's a pain in the ass to get that out. Just want to mention one other thing. Yes, you do use every groove. And yes, this is really tight. So you don't give a less of a loop, because you're going to have too much play. So you use every groove, and then you got to use those needle nose pliers to pry this around, and that's why those grooves are there, because the cable goes in there. Those little grooves are for the needle nose pliers. Hey, you probably have a special tool at Hyundai, but at least this works. Put the keys in, turn the car on, plug that into the door panel. And then test it. Where's the charm? Now, you gotta do the front one, passenger. This is the left rear passenger.